that point. I'd wager he thought it was great fun leading us on
You
a
were
merry
tracking
chase
a
as he
buck
did.
for a week? Go on.
That buck was a sly one, he was. He had big feet and a... Oh, the chasm, yes. We saw it coming over a rise. It was really something to behold. A huge cleft, as though the maker himself had cracked the earth in two, like an egg.
I like eggs.
It looked like someone had tried to build over it, but
I like
must
eggs.
have been abandoned a long time ago. No one in town knew about it.
What happened?
Well, of course, we had to investigate. That was when Mika fell in. A shriek like you wouldn't believe, and he was gone.
Earth crumbled, not stable.
Right. And as Mika lay there yelling about his knee or his head or what have you, the darkspawn appeared.
What happened then?
They seemed occupied, like they had someplace really important they had to be. Didn't notice us at all, think the Maker.
The Darkspawn was so occupied as to overlook two screaming injured men. Boggles the mind.
I marked the chasm on my map so we could avoid it, but sounds like you want to know where it is, so here you go. So, we getting anything for our trouble?
Yeah, here's the gold.
A whole sovereign. If there's ever a reason to fall into a darkspawn pit, here it is. Maker bless you.
Why won't you let us in?
My pardon, sir.
The Darkspawn
I was paid a whole sovereign to give this letter to you. I told him I did. There are easier ways of getting a message to the Commander of the Grey.
Who gave this to you?
Some visiting knight didn't catch his face. Full helmet, you know. He said he was Sir Wolf of Rivane.
Wolf as in the Dark Wolf?
Ah, the Dark Wolf's nothing but a rumour. Mind you, he was acting suspicious.
Do you remember anything else about him?
No, sir. Again, my pardon.
It's the constable's orders. There's no place for you in the
You're handed a note that indicates the Dark Wolf will meet you by the fountain.
city.
Well, they don't look infected. And he has children.
Look, we let some in, we'll have the rest scratching at our eyes. No exceptions.
Make us spit on you, you heartless bastard.
Excuse me, but I need to search your packs for smuggled goods.
I'm the Warden Commander of Vigil's Keep.
But I have to. Constable's orders. We've been having trouble with smugglers and...
What are you doing, man? Are you accusing the commander of the Grey of smuggling?
But you said everyone...
You are dismissed.
I feel bad for that soldier.
I apologize. Smugglers and thieves have all but taken over the city.
Is there anything I can do?
We could certainly use your help in this. Come speak to me later if you're interested.
And so I shall.
Oh, this just warps you up to the high walls? Yes. Oh. Okay.
And so I shall.
Ah, Warden Commander. I take it you've decided to help us.
What exactly is happening?
With trade slowed to a crawl, smugglers have moved in, selling stolen goods at exorbitant prices. If we could shut down their operation and seize their supplies, we could distribute it to the needy.
How do I find the smugglers?
There is a smuggler doing business in the market. He probably knows where the hideout is. We haven't been able to get anything from him, but maybe you can.
I do have 4 points in persuasion. Alright, let's tap quick save. Suspicious character.
Greetings, could I interest you in, Wait a minute. My lad said they saw you talking to the... You'll learn not to stick your nose where it don't belong.
All the no
I wasn't expecting to have to fight in town, so I hadn't summoned. So let's do that now.
time to die.
Scatter shot on the mage.
Of course.
Dude, it's such an insane power spike. We don't even have a tank.
In the marketplace. They
We just have two
lie.
archers with that
Don't pick a
accuracy
rug
thing.
anywhere.
Glassrick the weaponsmith. Backpack. Manual Legionnaire Scout. Pure iron? Wonder if we can give that to the guy in town. Specialization unlocked Legionnaire Scout. Okay, how does that work? Legionnaire Scout. Life in the Legion of the Dead is difficult, but those who manage to survive develop great fortitude, gaining large bonuses to strength and constitution. Strength of Stone. Through will alone, a Legionnaire can become as implacable as the Stone of the Deep Roads. When activated, the Legionnaire becomes immune to damage or knockdown effects for a moderate time. Endure hardship. What is pain to one who is already dead? For as long as this mode is active, the Legionnaire's health is unaffected by damage, depleting stamina instead. Blessing of the Ancestors. Long days among the veins of the unrefined lyrium of the deep roads have given the Legionnaire the ability to resist magic. While Strength of Stone is active, the character is also immune to spells, whether hostile or friendly. Okay. Not going to get that because I haven't seen what Shadow is yet, but very interesting. It is a little tempting to take it just for the strength bonus, so I could get closer to using that crossbow, but I can be patient. Let's see. Can you save scum the manuals? Maybe, but I don't feel the need to. Hey Muck, a curious question. I'm assuming you have a single PC setup? Yes. I'm assuming 16-core CPU is working well for you. I don't even remember what my specs are. I'm terrible with hardware. If you do !PC... Actually, somebody just did it. Yeah, the link that is in the chat right now has got my PC specs. I can tell you, yes, it's working totally fine for me. But as far as the specific stuff I'm using, I would refer to that link, just because I do not have a memory for hardware.
Greetings, Warden Commander. You're the sort who delights in helping the common man, yes? May I direct you to the Merchants Guild's board?
Something you need help with?
Me? No, not me, personally. Folk here often need goods from far-flung parts. They post the requests here. There is good coin in this, particularly with trade halted by the trouble on the roads. If you ever feel inclined, please take a look at the jobs available.
Merchant's goods. I'm in desperate need for Lost Orlesian silks. They left Denerim in a caravan bound for Amarantine several weeks ago. I fear the caravan met the same fate as others before it. If you find the silks, please deliver them to Kendrick of the Merchant's Guild. He will see to a reward. I seek someone to brave the Winding Wood to locate ancient statues. Legend states that after Andraste's death, Mafareth erected statues in the Winding Wood in penance. The statues bear missing verses from the Canticle of Mafarath, which the Chantry includes among the dissonant verses. Since study of the dissonant verses is frowned upon, discretion is of the utmost importance. Yeah, and he just pins this on a board in the middle of the town square. Discretion is important. Please deliver charcoal rubbings of the inscriptions to the Merchants Guild representative named Kendrick. A reward will await. Sir Alvard's missing sword. Desperately seeking someone to travel to the village of Blackmarsh. I commissioned a sword from the village master's blacksmith and asked him to hide the delivery in a crate of ordinary goods. It has not arrived and I am distraught. My grandmother's prized black pearl was set in the pommel and I cannot afford to lose such an heirloom. If you go to the village, please inquire after the sword in person. The Merchants Guild has received word that a lethal Antivan poison is being sold in Amaranthine, smuggled into Amaranthine by unsavory characters. Constable Iden has asked that the guild find a way to take this poison off the streets. The Merchants Guild, of course, has nothing to do with the import of this poison and is trying our level best to cooperate with the guard. The guild will pay for each bottle of Antivan poison turned into Kendrick. Please help keep this wicked substance out of the hands of our children. Okay.
Warden Commander! Thank the Maker you're finally here. I was afraid our messages never got through to you.
Are you Mervis?
Yes. Thank you for coming to the guild. We need your help. Our caravans are being attacked. The wagons are burnt to ashes, and there have been no survivors. It's gotten worse lately. People from the neighbouring villages have found guards torn limb from limb and left in the village square.
Do you suspect Darkspawn?
We don't know for sure. Communication has been difficult with the attacks, but people in the area said they saw monsters lurking in the shadows. Whatever it is, it's completely crippled trade between Amaranthine and Denerim. No one wants to travel the road through the Wending Wood. Can the Grey Wardens help at all?
I will investigate it.
Oh, Maker, bless you and watch over you. If you can stop the killings, the Merchants Guild will make a hefty donation to your organization. You have my promise.
Good, because I just paid 80 gold for my freaking walls. Wait, there's literally a word over there that says poison. Is that the Antivan poison? The keep out of reach of children poison?
Of course.
Dude, did I just swipe it off that guy's table? He doesn't even care. Ockham the Grocer. Oh, what's he sell? Manual for Spirit Warrior. Spirit Warrior. What do you do? The warrior dons a cloak of mystical energies from the Fade in order to evade a substantial portion of physical attacks. Although the mode drains stamina constantly if the warrior has Soul Brand, this mode also adds a moderate chance of resisting hostile spells, and a warrior's attacks all deal spirit damage bypassing enemy armor. If the warrior has Blessing of the Fade, the chance of resisting hostile spells increases further, and the warrior gains bonuses to movement speed and attack speed. Soulbrand, gain a deeper connection to the spirit world while Beyond the Veil is active. The warrior gains a moderate chance of resisting hostile spells, and attacks now deal spirit damage bypassing enemy armor. Fade Burst, the warrior bursts with energies drawn from the other side of the veil, dealing spirit damage to all enemies nearby, particularly harming creatures from the Fade. The amount of damage depends on the warrior's willpower attribute, friendly fire possible. Blessing of the Fade, the warrior is able to draw strength from the benevolent spirits of the Fade. While Beyond the Veil is active, the warrior's chance of resisting hostile spells increases further, and the... honestly, this sounds like a pain. So, probably not going to go that. Guardian seems more interesting, at least, between the two. Okay, and there's another poison.
Delighted.
It is so good to see you.
Alright, quick save. What? Hired goon?
Ha! Missed your chance! Destructive forces of nature coming right off.
I should like a trophy.
Okay. Poison. Some money. Studded leather armor. Nope, don't need that. Wool padding. Key required for that. Stairs to the battlements. Don't need to go up there right now.
All right.
Take that stuff. Suspicious guard.
I see you got my letter, Commander.
Oh, this is the wolf.
It's an honor to meet you.
Dark wolf, I presume?
In the flesh. The less you know of me, the better. But by some, I am called the Dark Wolf. In the depths of the city, there is murmuring. Murmuring that nobles want you dead. I'd like to help.
Why? Oh, perfect. Why would you want to help me?
You see, I have hopes that the Wardens will prove more fit to rule this land than the late Arl Rendon Howe. His confederates are the conspirators. But to unearth their identities, I'll need resources. 50 sovereigns.
So you're doing this out of a sense of civic duty?
Corrupt, miserly nobles have beggared many a proud commoner. Some commoners turn to distasteful occupations just to survive. Is it not fitting that they would want to strike back in the only way they're able?
I'm only willing to give this guy a chance because I have a lot of money. Alright. Here's 50 sovereigns.
It will be done. Give me some time.
If he disappoints me, I'm gonna hunt him down to get my money back. What? What? Why do I suddenly hear combat music.jpg?
The whole.
You're no match for me! Oh, get over here!
Must get you a lot of action, huh?
I'll set you up.
Take it you're an admirer, Ogren.
Good.
There you go.
Then I needn't worry about getting too drunk at camp.
Okay, for anyone who missed that because Ogren was too far away, Ogren said, the whole quiet and stoic thing really works for you, huh? And Nathaniel said, yeah, oh, I take it you're an admirer, Ogren? And Ogren said, what? No. Well, not unless, what? No. And Nathaniel said, good. I guess I don't have to worry about getting too drunk at camp.
Okay, I like you, just not in that way.
That went well,
Scene
thankfully.
of carnage I've yet to see.
Okay. We were going to check out Nemaya here. What does she have to say?
Oi, about time you showed up.
Nemea, you're still here.
I keep my promises. Here, turns out you were right. The cache is here in Amaranth.
Oh god, the party aura.
It is.
What's happening to his
found
face?
it.
I did. What you do with that information is up to you. I, for one, am done dealing with mages.
I guess I should thank you.
Damned right you should. You get caught, Anders? I'm not helping you again. That's all I'm saying.
Now it's the distort his face aura.
I suppose that requires some explanation.
Your current magic requires an explanation.
I did it all for Chip.
Tier 3. Neovalar, thank you. Here's some chip for you back. Mukluk Douglas thought to be Reginald Esquire the fourth. This is Jonathan Van the third. Welcomes you, Neof, to the penthouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Entertainment is on the way. Can't get the speakers. Don't touch the speakers. Giveaways every week. Please take a seat, but you're lonely near the edge. Welcome. Friend of yours, I take it?
She's normally more welcoming than that. A lot more. Nemea is a friend. Last time I escaped from the tower, I asked her to look into something. That's why I was in Amaranthine. The Templars thought I'd come to take a ship, but it was to meet her.
To find a cache?
During the Blight, the Templars moved their store of phylacteries to Amaranthine for safety. My phylactery is among them, Nemea learned. So long as the Templars have that sample of my blood, they can find me. I need to destroy it.
But you're a Grey Warden now.
What's to stop the Chantry from deciding mages and the Grey Wardens are apostates too? I want to be sure they can't ever find me again. Ever.
If that's what you want.
It is. It really is. I know we're busy killing Darkspawn and all, but the sooner we find this vial, the better I'll feel. Well, this is more pleasant than sitting in a Templar cell.
Quick save. Entering here, we're going to lose our summons.
I hear Hubert's gang got their hands on some moonshine. You think they'll sell some to me?
Hubert hates you.
That's a no, then.
Oil.
Of course.
Mackey's Epic Single Malts. I bet I know who this goes to.
My.
Cloves!
I got a sore on my foot from working the fields. Want to see? It's bleeding and there's pus and everything.
No!
No!
What can I get for you, friend?
I want you to open the passage.
What? Did they put you up to this? Huh. If they can get the Warden Commander to do their dirty work, they can afford to pay me more.
Persuasion. First, show them you can be trusted.
You might have a point there. It'll take me some time to move stuff out of the way. Come back soon and it'll be ready. Is there anything else I can do for you?
What do you have? Boom. Look at that, chat. Solving problems. Manual Reaver and Manual Blood Mage. Huh. Reaver... What does Reaver do? Revels in death, absorbing the lingering energy of nearby corpses, each of which partially restores the Reaver's own health. Frightening appearance. This talent focuses the Reaver's unsettling countenance into a weapon, making a target cower in fear unless it passes a mental resistance check. Frightening appearance also increases the effectiveness of taunt and threaten. Aura of pain radiates an aura of psychic pain. The Reaver takes constant spirit damage in this mode while active, as do all enemies nearby. Blood Frenzy, driven by pain, the Reaver gains large bonuses to damage whenever health decreases. Because this mode also incurs a penalty to health regeneration, the Reaver flirts with death the longer the frenzy persists. What? This... Okay, again, that sounds like a pain. What was the other one we got? Oh, Blood Mage. What does Blood Mage do? For as long as this mode is active, Blood Mage sacrifices health to power spells instead of expending mana, but effects that heal the Blood Mage are much less effective than normal. Okay. Blood Sacrifice. The Blood Mage sucks the life force from an ally, healing the caster, but potentially killing the ally. This healing is not affected by the healing penalty of Blood Magic. Blood Wound. The blood of all hostile targets in the area boils within their veins, inflicting severe damage. Targets stand twitching, unable to move unless they pass a physical resistance check. Creatures without blood are immune. Blood Control. The Blood Mage forcibly controls the target's blood, making the target an ally of the caster unless it passes mental resistance. If the target resists, it instead takes great damage from the manipulation of its blood. Creatures without blood are immune. Interesting. Definitely want to see what the other options are, but cool. So I didn't expect that. Reaver and Blood Mage. So you can also get specializations you missed from Origins in Awakening?
Something I can do for you, friend.
Did a Grey Warden named Kristoff come through here?
And who are you supposed to be that's asking?
I would be his commander.
A dwarf? Truly? Well, I suppose I... Well, never mind that. I haven't seen that fellow Kristoff for almost a week now. Not sure where he went. His room's paid up to the end of the month. I guess he expected he'd be here a while.
I'd like to see his room.
Of course. Here you go. It's the last room at the end of the hall. If he comes back and gets upset, however, it's on your head.
Hey, that guy just believed I was his commander and gave me the key. Isn't that crazy?
We should
Sorsha?
Looking to wet your whistle, stranger?
Looking for Kristoff.
Yes, I remember him. You'll want to speak to my boss over at the bar.
Huh?
I already did. Book. Money. Is it the Smuggler's Passage?
And so I shall.
Lifestone. Pile of books.
And so I shall.
Let's see. Chest.
All right.
Ooh, wow. I'll take the Spirit Cord. Letter from Aura. Oh my god. Aura from our own Twitch chat is in this game? How exciting. Let's see. Do you have an amulet? Just die. Wow, rude. And that's that one. 2 to willpower. -1 to dex. There's that one. Map of Ferelden. This map of the Arling shows us several locations, each crossed out except for a place called the Black Marsh. Kristoff's Journal. Kristoff's Mementos, and the Cold Rune. Few in town have heard anything about Darkspawn stragglers. I doubted reports myself until a man told me he encountered Darkspawn in the Black Marsh. Although locals say the marsh is haunted, brave and desperate souls like this man still risk collecting peat. The man said the leader spoke, but all know Darkspawn cannot talk. More horrifying, he described a monster, a worm with legs. Surely he was mistaken about it following the Darkspawn. I shall leave for Black Marsh in the morning from Kristoff Grey Warden. Okay, so that guy's in the Black Marsh. And he encountered the talking Darkspawn. I don't know what the worm with legs is. Okay, so lots of quest... I can't talk. Quest updates in here.
The Archdemon.
But Andraste could
Please
call on
donate
the maker.
generously.
That would be cheating.
Blight Orphans. We are the Blight Orphans of Amaranthine, the poor children whose mothers and fathers have been killed by the Dark Spawn. We are very cold in winter and need 50 silver for clothes and food. Please help. Please put the money in the mug by the board. Thank you, Gerd Sirs. 50 silver? I mean, could be a lie, but sure. You donated to the orphans. There we go. Winter's Day orphans already, I guess. I'm seeing hostels on the map right now. Battlements. When? Wasn't expecting her.
It figures, actually.
What does?
There used to be another statue here. It was a Byron Howe, my great-uncle. He died in the rebellion, helping King Merrick reclaim his throne. Yet his statue is gone. All because of what my father did.
That's a shame.
It truly is. There's a long line of heroes in my family. The Howes have been around since Callan had. Now it's all gone. And for what? For being on the wrong side of the war? For choosing poorly?
Yeah, your father was more involved in that than that.
Maybe you're right. I wish I knew exactly how. I wonder what happened to the old statue. Likely propping up the side of a chantry or something. Poor Al Byron. Yeah, statues of her pigeons. I don't want to look at it.
Quick save. Win! All she do is win.
Well,
win,
if
win.
it isn't the Warden Commander, how have you been? I suppose congratulations are in order.
Good to see you, Win.
And you. I hear the Darkspawn are not retreating as they should. It sounds like the Wardens have their hands full. I'd offer to help, but I'm afraid my presence is required elsewhere.
I thought she was going to join the party. Perhaps when you're done with your business?
And by then you will no doubt have had this mess sorted out. But we shall see. The College of the Magi is convening in Cumberland, and I must attend. Hopefully, all this will blow over before it's begun. But you have enough on your mind as it is. I shan't trouble you with this further.
Persuade. Indulge me. These events affect more than just mages.
Very well. Then perhaps you should know that something stirs within the fraternities. The Libertarians wish to pull away entirely from the Chantry. And if they get enough support...
Pull away entirely? That's madness. I hate Chantry oversight as much as the next mage. But they can't just decide to leave. This is a recipe for disaster.
That is troubling.
Well, it could turn out to be nothing. But keep your ear to the ground anyway. Now, I have a great many preparations to make before I leave for Navarra. But perhaps there is something you can do for me. One of my colleagues, Ines, has spent the last few months in the Wending Wood. The Circle has been unable to reach her, given the trouble in the area. If you happen to find yourself in the wood on your travels, perhaps you could tell her about the meeting of the college.
What's she doing in the Wending Wood?
Oh, who knows, rooting around in the dirt for some obscure plant or other, most likely. She has a keen interest in gardening. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant botany. Hobbies and eccentricities aside, Ines is a well-respected mage and a voice of reason, something we could use on our side. But I can't waste any more time. Good luck to you, Warden Commander.
Ines the Botanist. Potted plant.
All right.
We just stole a potted plant. Shanner's board. May the Maker smile on Amaranthine and her people. The Templars seek samples of wood from ancient Sylvans. They are close to discovering what twisted magic drives these creatures and how to defeat them. Is that like tree ants? Sylvans have been sighted in the Wending Wood and may be the cause of the trouble along the trade routes. My brothers and sisters in the Maker, cruel things are preying upon the men and women taking refuge outside the city walls, threatening the poor, desolate souls with violence unless they give out their money. Will no one come to their defense? Out of control. The Templars of Amaranthine require the assistance of one experienced with dealing with mages. Please speak to Sir Rylian inside the Chantry of Our Lady Redeemer. A donation of injury kits. Please help. The Chantry supplies are running low. The sisters urgently require a donation of 5 injury kits. Maker turn his gaze on Amaranthine.
Repent and have faith, and you shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction.
Lenzius, welcome back. 15 months. Appreciate that, buddy. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is the Chantry entrance. So one of those quests was to talk to someone in here. Sir Rylian.
May I help you?
I read your posting on the board.
I am fortunate indeed that the commander of the Grey has taken a personal interest in this matter.